Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to The King's Speech. So as you may or may not have noticed, I have a slightly new setup for recording and stuff. So last week decided to kind of update my office streaming work setup a little bit. So I got a new desk, a new camera monitor arms and everything like that. So I'm really happy with the new setup. What it did mean I did have to futz with the camera angle a little bit, change it around, things like that. So I tried to find the optimal one. But please do let me know if it feels like it's a little bit too weird or something off about it. I can try changing it around a little bit, messing around with it, trying to find a different angle that works better. But yeah, apart from that, I'm really happy with my new setup. I really needed a new desk. I really do love my new monitor arms. I was really happy with the upgrades I did. Apart from that, before we dive into the Shonen Jump stuff in a second here, finished recording videos already for Kaiju Akane Banashi for this weekend. So we're going to get into Spy Family in just a second here. I'm also having a mini One Piece rant video coming out as well, even though it's been a long time since I've done one of those. But that's just how much this last chapter pissed me off. So we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. Before we dive into this, as always, I want to remind you, please do continue speaking out about what's happening in Palestine right now with the genocide. If you're in the U.S., please contact your reps, phone, voicemail, whatever. Contact them, let them know you are pushing for a ceasefire, that you do not support or support what's happening in Palestine right now and what Israel is doing. I know there's already pre-filled forms and things you can find online that will populate everything for you. You just have to add your name and stuff like that. You can send it to your reps, which makes it really easy to continue kind of try to protest what's going on. But please continue to boost Palestinian voices. Please continue making your voice heard. Do everything that you can right now to try and stop this genocide. Like I've been doing before, I will link kind of resources and things in the description below. But yeah, please do not stay silent on this. It is too important. Apart from that, as always, if you do like this content, if you like these videos, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does mean a lot to me. It really does kind of give me the motivation to keep going. So if you'd like to press those little buttons, it really would mean a lot to me and it would be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let us get into it with Spy Family Mission 90 by Tetsuya Endo, with translation by Casey Lowe and lettering by Irina Mappa. I'm looking forward to this chapter mostly because it's been a long time. I can't remember the last time we've had a solo Yor and Anya outing bonding episode or chapter. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So you have a Bond, it's time for a walk with a Borf. He's like, wait, I'm coming too. He's like, where should we go today? And Anya's like, to the park with a big obstacle course. And you see her, woohoo! She just goes rocketing down the slide. He's like, look, Mama, I burned my butt a little bit. The funniest thing is I remember just how nasty those fucking metal slides were, especially during the summer on the heat. The friction from you sliding down those things really did give you rug burn on your skin. So I feel that. And you're all with a gasp, like, those are brand new clothes. And you have a look at that. The old man's still there. Doesn't he creep you out? It's like, leave him alone. Mom told us to stay away from strangers, remember? It's like, yeah, you know what else she told us to do when someone's acting strange? Report them. That old man could be an enemy spy. You have a what? And you see this frail old man, this big, bushy ass mustache, looking like Einstein, just with his cane next to him, just feeding some pigeons in the park. He's probably waiting for a drop from his contact. That's why he sits there all day. And Anya's like, a spy? For real? I was like, if he's a bad guy spy, then it's my duty to take him down. I'll read his mind and expose his secret plan. And he's like, ba-dump, ba-dump, ba-dump. He's like, home. It's like, I want to go home. I want to go home, but I can't because I'm lost. And you see the old guy just sobbing. And Anya's just yeah, hey, old timer, what do you think you're doing there? He's like, what? It's like, that man's acting strange. He's a spy. It's like, no, He's like, whoa! And you see the old man just sprinting away. It's like, we did it. We drove him away. We saved the country. It's like, we should go home too. It's like, feels good to do the right thing. And he was even less impressed with these two kids. It's like, what's the matter, Anya? You see Anya just like running across a little jungle gym. Be like, wee, I want a grand adventure. And you have Barbara, dear, I'm home. And you see the old man just like climbing up the little staircase up to like this little log bridge that she's on. It's like, Barbara? It's like, she must be upstairs. And Anya's like, it's that old man again. Java. You see as he's on the log bridge, like two of the logs separated. He's like doing the splits, grabbing on the ropes, trying not to fall. He's like, gah! It's like, my hips! He's like, who put this trap in the second floor hallway? Was it you, Barbara? This isn't funny. And Anya's like, my name isn't Barbara. It's like, who are you? Where am I? And Yor's like, are you okay up there, sir? And as I get him down and he's sitting on a bench, he's like, you don't know how to get back home? He's like, I keep coming back to the same place. It's like, grown-ups can get lost too? It's like, do you remember your address? And you see Bond just like sniffing him. He's like, we just moved today. It's like, it's all over. Dear, I hope you can forgive me for rotting away in this park and leaving you all alone. And you see like the little image of his wife in the clouds as if she's like dead. And Yor's like, it'll be okay, we'll get you home. Any little clue might help. Do you remember which direction you came from? Like, And Anya's a crackle. Like, I'll just read his mind. Easy peasy. It's like, my home is nice. The fireplace is warm. I just want to go home and watch TV. Maybe I should plant some flowers in the new pots. No, bathroom first. And Anya's like, He's like, I'm sorry, lately my memory's been just awful. That's okay, take your time. Maybe you have something with you that could help. And he like rustles around in his pocket and pulls out a note. It's like, it's a note. Potatoes, tomatoes. He's like, Eureka! That's right, I was going out to do some shopping at the market. And Yor's like, ah! It's like, the closest marketplace is the one on University Way. Maybe that'll jog your memory. And you can shop while we're there. He's like, Eureka? And Yor's like, I'm sorry, Anya, we'll have to say goodbye to the playground for now. And Anya's like, ah. And you know the old man's like, mumble, like, sorry for all this trouble. I'll find some way to repay you. It's like, is there something I can give her? We just moved so the fridge is empty. Did I even bring my wallet? I could add them to my will. It's like, mumble, and Yor's like, sir, what was that? And Anya's like, he says if we take him home, he'll add us to his will and give us lots of money, I think. And Yor's like, what? No, sir, thank you, but we don't need that. And you see as they're heading by the farmer's market, Anya's just like, we're going to be jillionaires. And Yor's like, we will not accept anything. I'm not going to give it to you. It's like, this area has changed so much over the years. And she's like, is this where you used to live? It's like, I used to teach at the university near here, I think. It's like, what? Really? What a surprise. It's like, the district was hit pretty hard. This whole area was full of orphan children. Everyone's eyes were on the skies, watching for the next bomb, or on the ground searching for anything of value. Not a single soul would be out just walking the streets. It's like, is that right? And Anya's like, dunno. It's like, those days, what days were those? It's like, walking down and you step down and dog poo. It's like, mumble. Anya's like, now he's saying something about poo. It's like, you sure have sharp ears, Anya. It's like, is there a bathroom somewhere? It's like, maybe we could use that store's bathroom. And you see a Zaka store. It's like, it's like, mumble. It's like, he says that he remembers passing the store earlier. So then we should walk along this way. It's like, mumble. He says mumble at this building here. It's like, then let's mumble this way. It's like, he says he doesn't recognize the street at all. It's like, let's back up and turn down a different one. It's like, mumble. He says we're getting close. It's like, Eureka! And they come to a fountain. It's like, he says this is the shower room of his house. And you see him just start like taking off his clothes. It's like, peel. Like, he says he's going to take a quick shower. And Yor's like, no, sir, this is a public fountain. And it's right by the park. So you have a gloom. It's like, okay, let's try this one more time. It's like, mum's like, I need to get back to my wife somehow. The university, so to speak. Watching for bombs to fall. He says if he can't get home, he'll bomb the university, I think. And Yor's like, why? He's like, we'll get you home, I promise. It's like, does he remember this tree-lined street? How about this tunnel here? It's like, mumble. Okay, so if we follow these train tracks... Huh? Why is he stopping? Eureka! That's it! That's the building there! Like, oh, Worf! And you see, Barbara, honey, I'm home! As you see this mob room with 1 kill a day. And like this big poster board at the back. And you have who? It's like, who are you people? Is this a hit job? You see them all running away as the gangsters pull rifles on him. So you think you can raid our turf and get away with it? He's like, wow, that's not your house. It's a mafia branch office. I said, running away, I was like, I had no idea Barbara would be so angry with me. And he's like, Barbara was not any of those people, sir. And he sees a flower shop. He's like, oh, that's my house. So he says he smells his wife's favorite flowers. So that's because it's a flower shop. It's like, my apartment's on the very top floor. And he's like this big dome, like spike building. I assume it's supposed to be like Tokyo Tower. He's like, I assure you it's not. It's like, you sure are feisty today, Barbara. It's like, I'm not your wife, sir. He's like, oh, I'm not being used to being around anyone anymore. I'm just a senile old man. I'm so sorry to have caused you so much trouble, Missy. And Anya's like, well, I'm having a lot of fun. This has been a great adventure. And you see the guy just kind of patting her on the head, being like, thank you, dear, for not making fun of an old man's failings. Would you like a waffle? My treat. He's like, yay! And Yor's like, no, that's fine, I'll pay. He's like, mumble. He's like, he says I'm just like his adorable little granddaughter and that he wants to give me waffles and will me his entire estate. It's like, mumble. He says he didn't actually say that. It's like, mumble, waffle. And Yor's like, now that I think about it, my parents are gone and Lloyd's are too. So Anya's never experienced having a grandparent before. I guess I never have either, but you can't miss what you've never known, so I can't say I was ever sad about that. But I wonder if that's true for Anya as well. They have a swish as something falls out of the old man's pocket as he's taking the wallet out. It's like, something just fell out of your pocket. It's like, this? What is this? Some sort of coupon, maybe? And you see the number 10 on it. It's like, 10? Anya's like, I know exactly what that is. Let me see. It's like, this is a winning ticket from the raffle they hold at the candy shop I go to on 2nd Street. This incredible item can be exchanged for 10 whole pence worth of candy. So that's right. I went to the candy shop because I wanted some sweets to eat on the way to the market. But I ended up giving them all to the pigeons. Like, this means this house could be in the same neighborhood as ours. Excellent work, Anya. Jeff, and you see Okashi's sweet shop. It's like, so what do you think? Do you live near here? It's like, well. It's like, never mind that. Let's use the coupon now. Anya's like, if you eat that many sweets, you'll get cavities. And he's like, trot, and a woof! And Bond? He's like, woof! So could Bond have found this man's scent trail? Let's follow him. Oh my god. He's like, Eureka for sure! This is it, I'm sure of it! We finally found my home! And Yor's like, I'm so sorry, sir, but he wasn't following your scent. This is our building. You have Sigmund? What on earth have you been doing all this time? He's like, Barbara! It's like, huh? It's like, whoa! And he's like, mumble when he hugs her. It's like, what do you mean you're so glad to see me? You were supposed to be helping me move. And Lloyd comes out, it's like, what were you doing together? It's like, Lloyd? It's like, these people are moving into the unit next to ours. I'm lending a hand. It's like, it's important to learn everything I can about our neighbors. It's like, and thank you for that, young man. And Yor's like, you're our neighbor? It's like, looks like it. It's like, I'm Sigmund Outen. It's like, and I'm Barbara Outen. Sorry if my husband's giving you any trouble. It's like, Grandpa Sigmund and Grandma Barbara, welcome to the neighborhood. It's like, it's so nice to meet you. It's like, I bought flowers as my way of apology. It's like, when did he? It's like, oh, you, that's so sweet. It's like, there's nothing in this world I love more than you, Barbara. Like, smooch, kiss. It's like, you think you'll earn my forgiveness that easily? Tee-hee-hee-hee. It's like, kissy. And you're just like, let's all go up now. Honestly, that was a very lackluster chapter. I don't know, man. For like the first time getting like an Anya Yor-centric chapter and having it be wasted on a gag that just ran way too long, like, I don't know. This was just very lackluster. Like I said, like, I think my biggest issue with this is like this was just a gag that just ran for far too long, with the old man being like, oh, I think this is my place. Oh, I think this is anywhere. Be like, no, it's not. Let's actually find your real place. Like, especially because it's trying to do like the moment of pathos for yours, kind of thinking like, now that I think about like, I don't have parents. Like, I'm an orphan and Lloyd's an orphan as well. And you're like, Anya's never experienced having I suppose she doesn't know that Lloyd's actually an orphan. Which is like, yeah, I'm an orphan and Lloyd's parents are gone as well. So Anya's never experienced having a grandparent before. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like that would have been more impactful if we'd actually seen Anya and the old man, actually bonding. If you'd been like a better storyline for this rather than like, oh, this old man is kind of lost, like, he has dementia, doesn't know where his home is, da 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 da. You could have very easily done a storyline with this old man's like, at the park sad because he's like, oh, I wanted to go out with my grandkids today, but my grandkids don't want to play with me anymore because they're too old now. The grandfather's too old, they don't want to play with him anymore, they want to go like to the arcade, whatever. And you could have Anya pretending like to take the role of his grandchild, like take him to the park, take him to like all his favorite spots, like he would have taken his grandkids, had like an actual genuine bonding experience with this old man. And I feel like that would have made it more impactful when yours kind of like seeing has the whole thing about like, Anya's never had a grandparents, like, because me and Lloyd don't have parents. And, I don't know how that feels because I've never had that experience before. It's like, but I wonder if that's true for her as well, if she's never missed having that experience, and seeing her like actually bond with this grandfather would have had like a little bit more pathos or thing to that moment. Instead of having just like this old, like, ha ha ha, the old man doesn't know where he is, and like the gag ended up being like, oh, he's moving in next door to our unit, blah, blah, blah. So like, again, like they could have done something better with this premise than just like this worn out gag that got old very quickly. But the ending does make me wonder if they're going to become recurring characters, and it's going to turn out like, the old man actually works for like the SSS or something, or he actually is like a retired spy or something. Like that's what the setup is going for. But yeah, honestly, I wish they would have done something better with the setup of this chapter, but it is what it is. Hopefully the next one is better. So with all that said, if you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, if you haven't already, please do watch the channel update video I put out. Talks about what you can do to support Palestine. All the Shonen Jump videos will also be out today, so look forward to that. And until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.